Weekend. So, yeah, I think we're going to see bands of rain or showers all the way through in this forecast until about Sunday. But we got some wonderful pictures of half-term holidays around the region. These shots are just glorious from Philip Wansborough. He's been up in the Lake District taking a look at Buttermere. Really lovely shots, just showing the region in bright skies, really at its finest. Take a look at that one. That is glorious. And we'll finish off with Windermere, looking really lovely. Thank you very much for your pictures. nwt@bbc.co.uk. Today, it's been mixed, but not too bad at all. Most places saw some good breaks in the cloud cover, allowing some blue sky and some bright spells to come through. But the picture changes as we move through the next few hours. We've got a band of rain. Now, most nights this week, we have seen some rain coming through, but this one is set to linger. As it arrives on the region, it is fairly heavy, and I think it's going to be fairly persistent. It will stick with us. Look at that, blanketing the whole of the northwest of England. So that's what you're stuck with as we go through the night tonight. Keeps your temperatures up, not that that's much consolation, between 5 and 7 Celsius. And then we're into tomorrow, and it's a day of two halves. The afternoon will be better than the morning. That's what you wake up to, that band of clouds still around. I think if you're travelling over the Pennines, the cloud base will be fairly low. I think there'll be some mist and some fog around. That will linger until about lunchtime. Behind it, it will start to pull away. But we could see a line of showers coming in. So it's never going to be dry tomorrow. A bit of a disappointing day, almost certainly the worst day of the week. So get that out of the way, and while it's unsettled through the weekend, at least it's not as bad as tomorrow. Gordon.
Thank you very much, Diane. Now, it is Judgment Day for the Northwest best food producers. Chutneys, cheeses, breads, meats, beers, all under the critical eye and taste buds of the region's best-known foodies in the Northwest Fine Food Awards. So we put a few of the competitors to the test in our very own Dragon's Den. But will they get eaten alive? Ranveer Singh was there.
These are the Dragons. Ruth Allen, The Guardian's food writer. James Fisher, a buyer for Marks & Spencer. Noted celebrity chef Nigel Howarth. And Matthew Fort, food critic with 30 years' experience. So what are they expecting?
I'm looking for flavour and consistency.
I'm looking for personality, difference.
I think I'm looking for well-sourced goods and great taste.
And I'm looking for that yummy factor, the fact that you want to go back and try some more.
Good morning.
Standards are high. First to the test, Jim Hodge from the Pie Mill in Cumbria.
We specialise in handmade pies using only local produce.
If I can buy a Tesco's pie for 99p for the same weight and size, why would I spend an extra £2 buying a pie from you?
I think you would buy a pie from
Not as nice as pie anymore, and so the grilling begins.
Because you would know where it came from. It's local, it's handmade, from the food mile point of view, from the quality point of view. There's no...
He seemed to navigate that pretty well. Come on then, Jim, how was it?
It was okay. Yeah, they're quite sensible. They didn't ask anything too difficult.
Nervous?
Once you get started, you're okay.
So will the Dragons get their teeth into their next victim? Robert Burton, with his unusual black pudding, turns the tables and tests the judges.
With a special ingredient of a herb which we would like you to try and like to tell me what it is.
Penny royal.
You.
Give me 5.
Get on.
Penny Royal it was, so they passed their test.
They don't make you feel nervous. They have a good natter. It was great.
Not so much dragons then, more like cuddly lambs. Next up, Michelle. We met her a couple of weeks ago with her homemade apple chutney.
When you go bigger, how will you cope with the difference in volume? Are you going to still make your jams and jellies the same way?
But since the beginning, I've learnt to go up. So I've gone from a small litre pan, from like a 6, and now I'm at a 9 litre pan.
Do you have to change the recipe?
She's confident.
Doesn't when you double...
So how do you set something like a jelly?
Well, that's why I've used the brownie apples, because the pectin's fantastic.
Yeah.
Then I use lemon juice.
And to think she was petrified before facing the dragons.
Hello.
Michelle, with the dragons breathing fire.
Not bad, actually. I was quite impressed.
How did you feel going in?
Really, really nervous, but now I'm all right, though. I'll do it again.
And Faye Kitchen had them eating out of her hands with her dad's unique Ribble Valley cheese. And there was another 300 mouth-watering treats these judges had to get their chops around today. Lucky so-and-sos. The eventual winner of the Northwest Food Producer of the Year will be announced in March, and I bet there'll be a few extra pounds on a few waistlines too. Ranveer Singh, Northwest Tonight, Blackburn.
Pretty yummy.
Now that's the job I want.
A few extra pounds, you'd end up the size of Steven Seagal if you ate that lot.
He's big, isn't he?
Did you see the size of him? Was he with the Diddy Men in that?
Listen, while we've been on air, we've had some photographs emailed in from Jed, a United fan who was in the stands for the real game. He says these pictures show people climbing the fences in order to escape the crush. He says the policing and organisational